Imagine this, you are a husband, you have a wife, and you have 2 kids, and all of them are depending on you for this source of income. You are the sole breadwinner of this family, your wife is the housewife of this whole family, and your kids are around 16 to 19 years old. You're working as a taxi driver and you are working long hours daily. One day you met this insurance agent on the street and he sold you a huge stack of policies. So you bought this stack of policies because you wanted a peace of mind. Little did you realize that you are overpaying for your policies. After you bought these policies, you realize that you are unable to fund all these policies because you have to pay for your housing loans, your taxi, you have to feed your children, you have to feed your wife, and there are so many other expenses that you didn't account for when you bought those policies. So you decide to cancel all your policies. One day as you are resting at home, you realize that your heart is beating irregularly, and then you start to panic. So you call the ambulance to take you to the hospital, but before the ambulance could arrive, you blacked out. Now you are in a coma every day for 3 years. Your wife, who was unemployed all along, now has to find a job. Your children, who are around 16 to 19 years old, have to find a job as well. And your hospital bill is raking up in the hundreds every single day. Thousands every month. And your wife now has to go and borrow money from her friends and her family. And your children, who is busy studying, now has to look for part-time jobs just to sustain your medical bill. After 2 years, you are eventually transferred to a hospice care because they eventually couldn't afford for you having to stay in the hospital. In a 1 year in hospice care, it still cost them quite a lot of money, thousands of dollars every single month. Eventually, after 1 year, you eventually pass on, and now your family, your wife and 2 kids have to clear all the debt that they owe from their friends, their family and the bank. All because you didn't empower yourself with the right knowledge to protect yourself and your family. Now, this is a true story that happened to one of my relatives, and that is why I came up with this 3-part series. It's called the 3I approach on how to develop and grow your finances as a couple. Develop strong finances together. So the first I is insure yourself. Insurance. So what are the type of insurance you need? Now, the first type you definitely need is the hospital plan, which covers your medical bills. If my uncle had this plan in place, his family wouldn't have to work so hard just to pay off the bills that was owed to the hospital. It was incurring thousands every month, and if he just had this plan, it would have offset all the medical bills. The second type of insurance you will need is the critical illness plan. It helps you to replace your income in case you fall critically ill and you're unable to work. And it helps you to cover medical bills that are not covered in the hospital plan. If my uncle had this critical illness plan, he could have claimed from the insurance company a lump sum of money so that he can pay off not only his debt but also the expenses for his wife and kids. The last type of coverage you need is the death coverage. When you pass on, your loved ones will be able to claim a lump sum of money to help them tide through the difficult times when they lose a sole breadwinner or your income. So if my uncle had this coverage, his family wouldn't have to suffer. They would be able to use that amount of money to pay back all the loans that they owe and to live a more comfortable life. So in summary, the 3 types of plan or the 3 types of coverage you need is the hospital plan, the critical illness coverage and the death coverage. Now, this is why it is so important to have the proper type of insurance so that you are not overpaying for your insurance and so that you have proper coverage for your insurance. And this applies to you whether you are single, a couple or you have a family. But of course, if you want a solution that is tailored to your needs, I recommend you to look for your trusted financial advisor. I'm sure he will be able to help you out. So if you like this video and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you like, comment, subscribe and don't forget the notification bell, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.